Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's so good to see you. Mm. I'm Rosalind Warren of sacredlifemastery.art. And as we're gathering here together in our space, I just want to welcome you. We're beginning our series of If I'm so perfect, whole, and complete, why is my life a hot mess? And I can tell you for sure, I have asked myself that question many times. And it was in one of those sessions, I can remember like yesterday, sitting on the couch, basically in a fetal position. Oh my God, if this is all there is to life, I'm done. I'm out of here. And fortunately, that was what is a moment of surrender, and everything began to turn around from there. So it's so good to have you here. If you're watching by replay, put in the chat replay and I will come back and connect with you there. You may have questions as we go along. You may absolutely almost always have comments, so be sure to pop them into the comment section. If I don't see them today, I will come back and chat with you then. So as we begin today, let me ask you, is your life a hot mess? Is that one way that you might describe your life? A hot mess. What does that even mean? It means what it means to you. And if you're feeling like your life is a little bit out of control, then maybe it feels like a hot mess. And that's perfectly fine. We are where we are. So let me ask you, do you ever find yourself involved in some drama just when you're settling down to get to work? You've cleared the calendar, you've made your plans, you're going to finally get this thing done, and then something happens. Someone gets sick, someone needs you, the cat runs away. It's like, what? Do you ever feel like there's just not enough time to do everything that you need to do? That's a big one for most of us. And do you ever look around at other people? If you're running your own business, you look around at other individuals who are running businesses and you feel like, how do they have it all together? How do they manage to get it all done? I'm working from dawn to dusk and I just can't quite get it done. So, if you answered yes to even one of those questions, then there's a good chance that you are actually making a very common mistake. In fact, this mistake is so common that just about everyone makes it at some point in their life. And I also want to tell you, so listen close, it's not your fault. You don't understand this mistake. Because from the time that you were tiny, just that little babe who came into the world, happy baby, it has been ingrained in you to do what you're told to do, to keep quiet, to not make a fuss, to do what's best for the family and friends, to not rock the boat. Who do you think you are? And when you've got all of that going on, it's really hard to be you and to do the things you want to do. Now, the good news is you can turn that around. So let's get really, really crystal clear on what this mistake is. You are going after someone else's dream. You are building your life around doing something that you've been told or brought to understand or counseled is in your best interest. It's the thing that if you will pursue this, you'll make money, live the dream, everything will work out fine. But if it's not your dream, and I was just talking to someone the other day, and this was exactly what it was about. You end up having your ladder of success leaning against the wrong building. Now, as a sensitive being, which if you are in my world at any capacity whatsoever, you are a sensitive being, meaning you are connected to your soul. Your soul is guiding you. Your soul knows when you are putting effort towards something that is not going to land you where your soul wants to be. And we can try to talk ourselves into, but it's for the best. But it got my mom and dad off my back. All of the other people coming and crowding in on you to do things their way. So that, and they do it lovingly, usually. It's because in their mind, that's what they believe works, and they want the best for you. But the key is, you know what's really best for you. That's where many of us who are artists get all fouled up, is we believe what everyone who is not a successful artist knows as fact, is that you can't make any money as an artist. All right, feel into that. That doesn't feel good. If it doesn't feel good to you, it is because you know it's not true. You can make money as an artist if that's your path and that's what you want to do. So no matter what it is you truly want to do, you can be successful at it. But when you're building a business and you're attempting to do things that you don't really want to do, you're going to stop yourself all along the way. What were our questions? Gosh, every time you get down to do it and move in on it, something blows up in your face. There's some crisis, some drama, something that pulls you away from working on it. You never have enough time. You cannot find the time to work on what it is you want to work on. Somebody else always needs something from you. And you just can't get any traction. That's where we look around and we see other people who are going gangbusters and we go, you know what we really go. What is wrong with me? Why can't I get this figured out? Those are signs and symptoms that your heart and your soul is not in what you're doing. So getting crystal clear on what it is you really want. Now, that is easier said than done, I will grant you. But I will also stand testament, and there's others in the room that will say yes to that. It is possible. It is possible to let go of the shoulds and the coulds and open your heart to your soul's mission. Open your heart to that thing that will make your heart sing. And when you find that, then the drama, the trauma that is currently keeping you from succeeding will dissolve. You'll be like, wow. And that's really all you have to do. Now, true, you might want a tiny bit of help discovering your North Star. Discovering that thing that you are so on fire about that you jump out of bed with great ideas. You got plenty of fire to implement them, and you have brilliant ways of handling whatever comes up. So if this is you, and you would love to discover what it is that's holding you back, where you are just 2 steps off the path, so that you can get fully back on the path and have the fire of the universe behind you. Let's chat. This is what I do. I'm in the transformation business. I help people go from wherever you are to where your soul wants to take you, so that you can have fun and love your life and be as successful as you want to be on your terms. And that means you get to do what you want to do when you want to do it and create the success that you want. And that's what that means. So are you building someone else's dream? Are you limiting the possibilities of what you can accomplish and who you really are because you don't know that there's another option? You don't believe that what you were told and what your brain is telling you is right for you might not be the 100% total truth? Let's look at that together. This is an absolutely free, I call it a compass calibration, because we're going to line your compass back up to your North Star. We're going to take a look at what you're pursuing and what would be a better fit, and a plan for making this shift. It would be my honor and my pleasure to chat with you. So the link is right there. It'll take you right over to pick a time. Now, these are limited. I only have a few. You can imagine that we are busy people here building Sacred Life Mastery. But I do have some times available. Click the link if you're interested, if it's speaking to you and it feels like, oh, yeah, I don't bite. In fact, it's lots of fun. So that would be great. Tomorrow, we're going to continue in our series of If I'm So Perfect, Whole, and Complete, Why is My Life a Hot Mess? And our subject tomorrow is another biggie, procrastination. You may have a tiny bit of procrastination going on there. It can be tied to this same issue, but there's also some deeper pieces. So join us here tomorrow at 9 a.m. and also in the replay. And again, if you are watching replay, please comment. Let us know, do you think you're building the business you really desire? Do you think that you are moving in the path and the direction that your soul is calling you to? And if not, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? This could be your moment from your asking of, if this is all there is to life, it's hardly worth it. And the universe brought you here to hear these words today to say, this is not all there is to life, and it is totally worth it. This is Rosalind Warren of sacredlifemastery.art, and I love spending time with you. See you tomorrow. Mwah.